All right. Welcome to another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto. I don't have I don't
Yeah.
have the sound effects yet. We on a low budget. You feel me? But um I have some very special guests, my friends. We have my bestie, you know what I'm saying? Davina. Say hi to the people.
So,
And then we got my freaking road dog in the middle. Say hi to the people, Ashlyn.
Hello.
And then, you got my favorite grandma. Hi to the people to you, man.
Hello.
Okay.
What's these
So this
pretenders?
episode is really just about motherhood. I'm not a mother, so I can only talk about what I've seen. But I wanted to shed some light because you guys are so important to me. And I've seen, some of the things that you've been through since you became moms. And, y'all need the love. Everybody needs to see what y'all go through on a daily basis because I ain't gonna lie, I be off myself messing around with them sharing. I love them kids, but my lord, my lord. So, um, I guess we could talk about from the beginning, like when you first was feeling them symptoms, and then you was like, maybe I should take a test. Like, how did you feel? Anybody can go. Mm-hmm.
Since I'm the eldest of the mothers.
I was about to say, you the
Um,
OG.
um, I knew I was pregnant because my mother might see this video, so I ain't gonna say too much. But I knew I was pregnant. Because my period comes very regular, and it
Mm-hmm.
was 2 days late. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant." I remember the exact day that I got pregnant, the time.
You remember the date and the time?
Angelo.
My Malachi came visit me.
I remember when you called me. You had FaceTime me, and I was at my granny house, and he was like, and I was like, that thing say pregnant. I
Yeah,
said, oh
ones
no.
with the words, because I don't be trusting the ones with the lines. Them is just proof.
Mm.
Don't trust them post.
Yeah. When that thing said pregnant, I was like, oh wow, not the party animal. Goodness gracious.
We'll talk
Yeah,
about
you were the party animal. So Ashlyn, you told me a little later. How
party.
did it feel when you first found out you were pregnant?
Not good. But no, mine's a little bit different. I'm very irregular, so like sometimes it'll be like a week late or so. I think I got to like 2 weeks, and like I kept trying to like hold out on like that little bit of hope that it would come. So like every
Yes.
day I was like, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe tomorrow. Then I was like, nah, like I had to be real with myself. So I took one, like it was very faint. And so like I let the weekend pass, and then my fiance at the time, I just told him like he bought like 10 different tests. So like I was like in denial. So I took maybe like 6 of them. Yeah, like different brands, different like yeah.
That
So we
girl
had
not gonna be pregnant. Bad boy.
no, I did not. Like I had that like faint line, and then we had our engagement pictures that weekend. So like I didn't take no more until like after we got done with our pictures. So like that Monday, I was like, all right, I'll take some tests, and like they were all like they said pregnant. I think I took one with the words, one with the lines. It was like 3 or 4 different brands, but yeah, I did not want to be pregnant. So yeah,
Right.
I held that secret in for a while. I didn't tell my mom until like I was like 2.5, 3 months. And she was mad. She's like, "Why did you tell me?" But yeah, mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I gave him a line of song yet. Boy, I would have told you out.
I was. It was so bad. I kept trying to hide it. Like she'd be cooking different stuff, and I'd be like darting because I knew I had to throw up. Like certain like foods she would
Mm.
make would start making me queasy, and like that was before I took a test. So like that really gave it away.
Mm-hmm.
Just like food I ate all the time. I couldn't eat salmon anymore, green beans, like different stuff. So I had to keep hiding it. Like every time she would cook something, I'd be like, "Ooh," and I just have to make a beeline to the bathroom without her noticing. But yeah,
Well, Davina, should I know your story, girl? I know your story, girl. Girl,
But
my
no,
goodness.
same thing. I did not. I was not ready to be pregnant at this age or anytime soon. I thought I would have been like growing up, like, okay, like by 25, 26, I want to have a family. And then you get to this age and you're like, yeah, maybe a little bit more fun still. And so I just like I didn't think I was pregnant. I was in grad school at the time, so I was like, I'm stressed and like my period comes a couple days late anyway sometimes, like it's whatever. And I like but it was like 4 days and I called my mom and I was like, I think my period isn't coming on because I'm pregnant, but like, I also could be stressed. And she was like, stressed about what? Like, what do you have to be stressed about? So
Life?
no, for real. But but then she was like, "You need to go take a test," and I was like, "No, it'll come on tomorrow." And then tomorrow came, it didn't come on, and she was like, "You need to go take a test." And so I took one just to like amuse her, and I did not expect it to come back pregnant. I walked around my whole apartment in a circle, and I was like, "I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant." And I kept saying it until it like felt okay, and then I called Deja.
Yeah, driving to my cousin's house, dropping some off. Did you gotta come right now? I'm like, what? Like, what's wrong? Girl, I'm pregnant. It's a Sunday. Girl, quit playing on my phone. Like, come on. I'm tired. I gotta be to work tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about? Tell them, no, like, I'm on Martha. I'm really, really pregnant. I'm like, oh, I'm on the way. So, girl, I did the 360 on the highway. I was doing it. I done did that dash going to bucket. I'm doing like 90 in that thing. And then I finally get to the apartment, pull up to the parking lot, and I see her and D-Lo like walking out. I'm like, oh my god, this girl play too much. Like this better not be no prank. Oh my god, I'm be so mad if I drove all the way from Sandy Springs to Buckhead on a Sunday morning. And then I finally get it. She's like, and I was like, but
You
then it's
know
like,
what?
oh dang dog, we ain't even like, bruh, we ain't even graduate yet. The summer, we supposed to be taking lemon drops all summer, dog. You messing up the plans. But then I was like, you know what? Okay. It's not about me. I got support. So, so I got support. And I'm like, oh my God. Ooh, I'm gonna be a godmother. And I'm like, wow, you pregnant? It just, the stories with y'all, I was like, what do you mean you're pregnant? Like, not the girl that was talking back to Miss Jicklin in English class, like, not the girl that was driving her little, what was you driving Ashland in college?
my Kia.
Your Kia all up and through Wingate and T. Not the girl. Not the
Don't do
girl
too
that was
much
in the
now.
bathtub. Not the girl that was in the bathtub, dog.
What was I did in the bathtub?
Yeah, I ain't gonna expose you, but not the girl that was in the bathtub. If you don't
So
remember, then that then you go. You ain't gotta remember that one. But
is
it was
what
just like
it is.
wow, y'all having babies. Like, what the freak? Who told y'all to grow up? Like, this is sick.
Not a
But
sick.
this is sick.
Dang.
But okay, so that's when you guys found out. Now, how was like the first, like your first, basically your first trimester? So like like how was your first trimester?
Oh, I threw up a lot. I already got what is that shit? Acid reflux issues. If you see me on the track, that's isn't I throw up a lot. So that
Mm-hmm.
that just got worse. Um, yeah, that was pretty bad. Oh, and then when it would get cold, because I got pregnant in October, and so Florida don't get that much. It don't get that cold, but it was getting cold. My boobies would hurt so bad when it got cold, like they had arthritis. I said, "Oh." I remember I was at the meat market with my mama, and I couldn't even hardly move. My boobies hurt so bad. Shoot, I'm just here trying to get some lamb chop. Can't even move. Just like, but yeah, it was not the best. Too much vomiting. Other than that, I was okay though. Just nausea.
Okay, so Ashley, how was your first trimester?
It wasn't too bad. I think I got sick like a little bit. Um, I like developed acid reflux like a little bit later on,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the most thing for me was like I think my mood and just my general like mental state was just bad. Versus like the symptoms. Because like I
Mm-hmm.
would throw up every now and then if it was something that I didn't like eating, or something that upset like my stomach or whatever. That was really it. But like if I got very overwhelmed, I would throw up, or like we would like if we were like arguing, like mid argument, I'd be like, hold up, I gotta throw up.
Defense mechanism.
No, like anytime I got overwhelmed, like I would just throw up. I remember we were on our way home. It was my birthday, and we were on our way home from dinner, and I don't know what happened. But he just made me mad. So we were in the car arguing. I was like, pull over, pull over. So I made him pull over so I could throw up. But that was really it. Just being overwhelmed and like miss my mental state, because like the first couple months, it was really hard to just accept what was going on. It took me a long time to be like realize and accept like my situation. And a lot of people really couldn't tell either. So like that was another
Mm-hmm.
thing. Like I was like kind of in denial, or like nobody knew until probably I was like maybe 7, 8 months.
Uh-huh.
I would wear like bigger shirts. I mean, my face started getting like swollen. Like it was really all in my face. So like I wasn't really big, but like it just, yeah, I think my mental state was probably the worst out of anything as far as symptoms.
Now, Davina, how was your first trimester?
You know how my first trimester. Yeah, much like Ashley, I think probably even I think I was depressed. Like I was I was not there mentally. I didn't want to do anything. Like, I didn't want to eat. I couldn't eat anyways. I was nauseous 24/7. I didn't want to move. Like, I would wake up and be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm up." Like, I did not enjoy my first trimester. Like, I thought it was not gonna get better. It did though, but like that was terrible. That was horrible. That was worse than birth for me.
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so I know a lot of y'all is in denial, but this episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto is brought to you by Eye Candy by Lily. She is an up and coming entrepreneur selling lashes, lip oils, lip gloss, magnetic lashes, and much, much more. Go ahead and check out her site for me. You might get a little discount, and I'll let you all. Dang. Like, when did y'all finally come to terms? Like, okay, I'm having a baby. Like, this is real. I'm finna be somebody's mama. Like, when did it start clicking in your head?
I don't really think I was ever in denial for real, cause like when I found out I was pregnant, I kind of like laughed because like I knew
You
what
did.
I did. I knew what I did. I couldn't help but laugh. It didn't really. It kind of hit me a little bit because I was living with one of my best friends. We were living together, and obviously I wasn't finna bring no baby into our apartment, you know. And
Huh?
so, Malachi had to move down from where he was at and da da da. Da. But before we had decided that, I didn't know if I was going to move up to where he was or if he was going to come down Florida. And so I was talking to her we were in the kitchen. I'll never forget this. We were in the kitchen, and then she was like, "So, where are you guys going to live?" And we just looked at each other and started boo-hoo crying, both of us right there in the kitchen, me and my friend. I said, "Oh Lord, Jesus."
Yeah, tell him you was a Floridian. You was not built for that
Yes,
Wisconsin weather.
baby, Wisconsin. Yeah, we was a boo-hoo crying. But yeah, I think that's when it kind of got real. But that was only like 3 weeks in. I had already accepted the fact I'm gonna be somebody mama. So I didn't really have a denial stage for real.
Hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, Ashlyn, when did you finally get over your denial?
Um, Probably like when I was like 7 months. It's pretty
Yeah,
bad, but yeah, I think it was when I think it was yeah about around like 7 months because we moved. We officially like moved in together in November. So I think when we started like moving in and I started like setting his room up and stuff, I was kind of like, okay, like this is happening, and I think that's when I really started to feel good about it. I think like I mean I was together, but then I think when we started moving in, I was kind of like, okay, like I'm good with this now. Like I'm good. So yeah, and then of course like when they were like, hey, it's time to push. I was like, shit, yeah.
So, when did you get over your denial, Davina? I guess you're still in
Um,
denial.
low-key. No, but it had to. It was probably when I started showing, which was like around 7 or 8 months. Because I don't know. I just woke up one day and was like, yeah, you know what? Like, it's not going anywhere. This is gonna happen. So probably like 7 or 8 months.
Y'all a deep in it, boy.
I
T the only one. Well,
know what I did. I
I guess you
mean,
know what I'm saying. Like,
all I did was laugh. I literally laughed. I called you and I laughed because I thought it was so
and
funny.
that's the crazy. Like when you did call me, and you were just so like, you were so. I'm like, is she okay, or like, is she just like
Maybe that was denial laughter.
maybe? Because
I don't know.
I was like, she's taking this very well. Like
I
I
didn't
thought
do
she.
shit but giggle. I mean, what do you want me to do? Pull it out? It's
Oh
already
no, no, no,
living.
no, 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 no.
Mm-mm.
Couldn't do
So
nothing but
like,
it was tickled.
like what was the thing that like y'all were most scared of? Like,
Birth.
for real?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
I purposely went to find a black gynecologist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but she had like a white doctor who was also working with her, a white lady who was also working with her.
Mm-hmm.
But and I told her, she was like, "So, are you afraid of anything? You have any questions?" I said, "Yeah, I don't want to die." And she said, "What?" I guess she
Like,
ain't never heard nobody say that before. Girl, I don't want you to
Yeah.
kill me. That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
Shoot. But yeah, that was that was it. I didn't. I already. It is what it is. And that's all I got.
so it was just the rest of everybody. It was just like the pain, the pushing, like the just being in the room with all them people.
Yeah. I mean,
Mm.
like, I think it's something that like we've never like experienced before, so it's like the unknown. And because like me, like, I mean, yeah, like most people they either push or they have a section, either
Mm-hmm.
one. But then like no one really like explains to you like all the like in between because like somebody would come in the room and do this, and then I'm like, okay, like, and then something else. I'm like, I didn't hear about all this. Like, why are you? I mean, like, it was like something after one thing after another, one thing after another, and like afterbirth was like ridiculous. Like it was ridiculous. Um, and so it was like I thought like everything was pretty much over, and then they would come there. I got pushed on your stomach. Make sure. Oh my
Oh,
god, I hated that. Like, I was like, do not touch me no more. Like, I promise you, I'm fine. But like every like couple hours, she came there. I gotta make sure everything. Trust me, I'm good. Like, if I'm not good, I'm gonna let you know. But yeah, I think for me it was an unknown, and then now I'm like, if I get pregnant again, now I know what's about to happen. So now I'm still scared. So scared.
Oh my goodness. And then Davina, that you ended up having a C-section. So I know you
Yeah.
were really, really you did not want that. So how did like
Yeah.
I know your emotions was all over the place when they told you that you had to do it.
Yeah. When they told me I had to do it, my boyfriend and my mom were in the room. And she was like, okay, like the baby's heart rate is dropping. And I looked at my mom and she was like, don't cry. And then I started crying. And she was like, so we're gonna have to do a C-section. And things moved so quickly after that. But like she was like, who you want to hug you, me or D'Angelo? I just started crying and she came and hugged me. And I was like shaking. She was like, the baby's gonna be fine. But I was thinking, I don't want them to cut into me. So we were talking about two different things.
Mhm.
But I was like, oh my gosh, like I've seen like, oh, it's like 7 layers, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I feel it? Like I was just thinking like so many different things. And I was shaking. I shake through the whole thing. They were like, get her a blanket. I'm like, no, I'm not cold. I was like, no, I'm not cold. That's not why. I threw up in the middle of the C-section. Like it was terrible. But like it was a mental thing. Like it was fine. Like nothing happened. It wasn't painful. They tried to make me comfortable, but like it was just the thought, like, I know what they're doing down
Mhm.
Mhm.
there. I watched the videos on YouTube. So yeah.
Mhm.
Traumatic.
It's not funny, but it's just like my
Oh
goodness.
my god.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So okay, and then after having the babies, like the postpartum, how was that for everybody?
Um, I had a tiny tear. Um, so this is so funny. I was literally just talking to my coworkers about this. Don't know why we were talking about this at work, but I had a tiny tear, and so they sew you up. I didn't feel her sewing me up. I just felt a little pressure because I had a epidural at the last minute that did not really work all the way, but that's a different story. Um, and when after she sewed me up, it felt like she gave me a third lip. Okay, like throughout the healing process, it felt like, okay, when your maxi pad bunches up a little bit in your jaws,
Yeah.
and I was walking around with that for like a week, and then like I would see the stitches come out in the shower, but at first she didn't tell me that they dissolved, so I'm seeing them come out in the shower. I'm like, bro,
Like you're thinking like, oh my god, this is it.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I don't really remember much post. I didn't have any issues postpartum other than that I couldn't walk properly. Like it was uncomfortable to like walk for like a week or so, but other than that, I was cool. I like my I still use my, what's that? The little Freedom Mom squeezy.
Oh, the Perry bottle.
Oh, I love it. I still use it. I still use it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That- but yeah, I was alright, I think.
Mm.
okay. So Ashton, how was
Golly,
yours?
I went through it. I tore like extremely bad. They had to sew me up. I was laying there for almost like 40 minutes. Um, yeah. And so luckily, so like the nurses or whatever that were in there, like telling me to like when to push and how to push or whatever. Um, she was like making me push like too long. Like when I was supposed to stop, like she was telling me to like keep going. And so when my actual doctor came in, she was hold up, like no. And so um she had kind of like corrected me in a way like to tell me how to push because she was like told the girl, I don't know what she was doing, but like I don't know. So I tore like extremely bad. So when she came in, she had kind of like changed some things around and had like she started directing me when it was time, like when his head was finally there. Um and so I tore like really, really bad. And I think during my delivery, his the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck. So like my doctor, she was like phenomenal. Like even like with that, so like I just had to like come to terms with a lot of stuff. Like um, just the whole process made me think about like I was thankful for what didn't happen, like what could have happened. Because like throughout labor, I was like really stubborn, and so when they finally like checked me, I was like way over 10 centimeters. Dilated. So I feel like it's just a lot of things like kept playing back in my head. I was like, oh my gosh, like what if I would have waited longer? Or like what if I would have been like stubborn enough and like didn't let the lady check me? Or what if I did this wrong? Like my son probably wouldn't even be here or he would have like complications. So like I tended to kind of like be so hard on myself for things I shouldn't have been hard on myself with. And so like because I tore so much, my recovery was pretty extensive. Um Actually have to have another surgery in like 2 weeks, which sucks. But like, oh my gosh, it burned so bad when you had to pee. Like, And like my first time, the lady's like, "Well, you have to use the bathroom before you leave." And I kept looking at her like, "No!" Like I was so scared to use the bathroom for the first time because she's like, "You can do it." I was like, "No!" Like I held my pee for like hours because I was scared. But like every time when I got home, like I dreaded. I have never dreaded using the bathroom so much because it burns. Like it hurts so bad. So like yeah, that bottle T was talking about, like yes, I had like two of the mugs. Like it burns.
Mhm.
But yeah, I had to wait. I think it was like shoot. Maybe like 2 months. My recovery was pretty bad. I had to keep going and going. So it took a long time for my stitches to heal and things like that. And like postpartum wise, like, oh my God, I was really depressed. But like I was in a bad space. But like I'm just really like thankful like my family was there. My mom, she was there all the time, my husband. Um I just had a good support system. So I feel like without that, like, yeah.
Yeah, when you told me that like you was holding Kingston and you were like you still you died, I looked at you like are you okay or
And they'd be
like
like,
do you want me to grab him or you about to
Ashlyn,
like you know what
Ashlyn,
I'm saying?
Ashlyn. I'd be like, huh? I'm good. I'm okay. I used to be staring off in space all the time, just somewhere. Mm.
Good. So Davina, how was your postpartum?
Honestly, like pain wise, like from my delivery, not bad at all. I think I took like they gave me like Tylenol and Oxy, and I took it maybe like the first 2 days. What? Yeah. Oh, I had to alternate. I don't know, but I took it like the first 2 days, and after that, I was fine. Um, like so physically, I was fine, and like well, my boobs got so swollen and hard and engorged. And that was the worst part for me. I was so uncomfortable. I was in so much pain. I was crying. Like I did not like it. I did not like it.
Did
And
you
then like hmm?
did you breastfeed him or her?
Yeah,
Or
I was in the hospital. I did it for like 3 days, and that's when I got engorged. She's like, "Yeah, you have early onset engorgement. You just have like a high milk supply." And like, Nia, my daughter, she wasn't latching. Like, so
um,
like it was just like so much left over.
mhm.
And no one like told me how to pump and stuff. Like I was like doing it all on my own. I guess I wasn't doing it right. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm over this." I stopped. I went to formula, but it was rough. And then like mentally. I don't know. My boyfriend's like really really supportive. So like he like the first couple of days I was out of it. He did a lot. Like he took care of the baby because I was out of it. Like I just was like trying to come to terms with it. I don't like change and like it was a lot of change. So mentally it was hard for the first like couple weeks, but then I got better. And then like also my body, I like used to go to the gym all the time, like work out, and I was scared that I wasn't gonna like get my pre-pregnancy body. Like that weighed on my mind heavy, and like I know it's not supposed to because people were like, oh, like snapback culture, but it did weigh on my mind heavy.
Hmm.
I can attest to that. I threw away so many clothes when I was like 7 months. I said, I'm gonna be this bitch forever. Girl, I done threw away so much cute stuff out of just I don't know why. Like my mental was not there. Like just doing stuff. I am
Yeah.
so mad because I threw away so many cute skirts, and now I got like two, and I'm getting thick again. Oh, shit!
You getting what?
You heard what I
I
said.
wish, man. I thought I was gonna bomb by. I lost so much weight.
No, yeah, I lost a lot of weight too. I feel like when I hit like month 7, like 6 or 7, I had okay, and it stayed for a little while. I still got
Mm.
it though, girl.
Ah,
The wagon
still
is
got it?
there.
Girl,
I
you was
still
funny,
got.
girl.
Can we talk about the shape of our breasts?
Of
Um,
course.
okay, I don't like mine. I need a lift. I feel like because you know me. I always had them perkadirks.
You do you
So
bet.
them not being perkadirks, like they still a little perky, but not. they ain't where they should be, okay? They
Mm-hmm.
not on Dolly Parton how I want them to be, you know?
Girl, Dolly Partons is not on Dolly Partons.
They ain't on Dolly Parton how they I want them to be, and they seem so flat. Like flat. Like I can touch my chest, like my
Mm-hmm.
bones through the tape.
Excuse me?
Yes, I can touch
No.
them. That's what the breastfeeding do. It just
You just
turn them into
depleted.
bad
Right.
balloons. Yeah, yeah. They
I
not
feel
that
like,
cute, but it's okay.
yeah, because you were still breastfeeding. And Ashley, you're still like, you're doing
Mm-hmm.
both?
Yeah. Still.
Okay. And like, you get strictly formula. So like,
Yeah.
so Ashley, do you feel the same way? Like, do they feel like,
I mean,
you know?
obviously they're like lower than they were, and they're a lot heavier because like I'm still breastfeeding. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
so it was just weird because like I've never had like a lot of boobs, so like it was just weird anyway. Like when I was like getting, I guess like that 9 month mark or 8 month mark when I was like starting, like my breasts were starting to get big. I was like, this is weird. Like I never had to worry about boob sweat, and like now I'd be like wiping up under my boobs. It's like I've never had to go through this, but they're of course they're lower than they were. But
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to see what needs to happen
Mm-hmm.
after I have a few, because might have to go on to the knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
get that
That's because
lift.
all of y'all have talked about going to get what, a lift or
So
like just get some type of work
some.
done.
What's that called? The mommy
Mm-hmm.
makeover?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need
I
all
just
that though. I don't need
the
the.
breasts.
I just need a little boobies. I don't need the tummy tuck BBL combo. I don't.
Mm-mm. You're gonna be
I
So
can work.
like, what is one thing that you wish that somebody told you before like you got pregnant?
no,
Oh,
people told me not to get pregnant, so I can't say that. I can't say that.
oh, probably teach me how to put the baby on a sleeping schedule. I was not good at that. I was trying to let the baby make his own sleeping schedule. He did not. And how to get the baby to sleep in his own crib. He did not.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And like, so Davina, you just started trying to get Nia on a sleeping schedule.
Yeah.
And that's you still think it's working or?
I get like I am a fast results type of person. So like it started like 3 days ago, and for 2 days she was doing really good, and today like she just was not doing good at all. So I was like, is it not working? Like I don't know, but D'Angelo was like, there's good days and bad days. Like everything is not gonna be the same, and like she's getting used to it and everything. But it's hard to like it's hard. But sleep consultants are expensive, so we gonna figure it
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, Ashley, like you kind of got him on a sleeping
Yeah,
thing, but at the same time, it's like, you know
for
what
the
I'm
most
saying?
part, he is on a sleeping schedule unless it's like we're out doing something, or like we're out when we get
Mm-hmm.
home late or something like that. Because most of the days, like I'm at home, and so like he wakes up around like 8:39 ish, goes back to sleep at 12, and then he'll maybe take a nap before we're out or home, one more nap, and then he goes to bed around like 9:30. But so sleeping schedule's good, but sleeping by himself, like no, like
Mm-hmm.
he's attached to me at the hip, and so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but like I ain't slept by myself since he was born. Like no, I mean like he was sleeping in his bassinet when we first got him for a little, like first brought him home for a little bit, but then like he would sleep for like 3 hours, and then I got lazy because I'll have to get up and feed him and change his diaper, and
Mm-hmm.
so like I would fall asleep with him in my arms. So I feel like it's kind of my fault because I was being lazy. I didn't want to stay up, make sure he's rocking to sleep, take 20 minutes, make sure he's like good asleep, laying back down. I was tired. So I think it's kind of my fault, but like he will not like sleep for like a long time unless he's sleep beside me or somewhere near me, or if like he can like smell his mama. But yeah, so I'm ready when he's
Now that baby
a
can't
big
sleep
boy
without
sleeping
you
in his
because
own
you didn't want.
bed. Yes, because my back and my neck be hurting.
not your
But
back.
like,
So, okay, how expensive is it to have a baby? Because I don't think people really realize how expensive it is until they have one.
I feel like every person's idea of expensive is different. Like, if you don't have insurance, any kind of insurance, it's gonna be expensive for you. But most people can get like pregnancy Medicaid type stuff, you know. I did I have pregnancy? I had pregnancy Medicaid, and I was on Malachi's insurance, so I saw a bill for the hospital, but and then I they charged the insurance $17,000, I think. Insurance, not me. I didn't pay a dime of that. There was like $2,000 left over, but I got a bill for it, but I never paid it, and I never got a call or another bill or anything like that. So I'm assuming it went to the Medicaid, and they took care of that part. But as far as like after birth stuff, like
Mhm.
clothes and all that, like honestly, I didn't find it to be super expensive. I feel like stuff started getting expensive when when you put them in daycare. If you need to put them in daycare, because
Mhm.
I stayed at home until he. When did I start really working for real? I started working for real in January, this past January, and he went to daycare in July. That daycare is when it start hitting you, okay?
Mhm.
That's when it gets you. And me, I like my baby to do activities, okay? My baby be swimming, my baby be in gymnastics,
Uh-huh.
okay? I'm taking my baby to the Rockets game on Saturday, okay? I like doing stuff, okay?
Mhm.
We fly a lot, so that's what gets expensive, the activities. But like the basic necessities, if you got a decent job and maybe a partner to help you, it's I don't find it to be that expensive. Personally.
Okay. Yeah, Carter is very international. He done he traveled all the way. Trying to
And
get like him.
Right. Mm.
Like, how
I
was it?
want him to go to Italy. I had to take him to Italy.
Yeah, you had to
He
take
would
him.
not have gone if I had the choice.
I do understand that. I do understand. So, like, Davina, how, like, was it a more expensive than what you thought it was gonna be, or was it was like around the things that you thought it would have been?
Yeah, it's around what well, honestly, if I'm being honest, my baby's only 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
we're still like living off stuff from the baby shower. And then like her grandparents, she has like 3 sets, so they always are sending like clothes, diaper. His mom, like puts money in like a bank account for us and we use that for our formula subscription. So it was like because they're first time grandparents, they do a lot
Mm,
for her. So it's not that expensive
Mhm.
right now.
no.
And Ashlyn, like, I know you got a lot of support from your mom. Like, could you imagine like not having that during that
Mm-mm.
time?
No. Especially like getting adjusted. Like I mean, I'm used to like working hard for different stuff. I mean, like of course, like us growing up, like being athletes or things like that. Like we're used to things being hard, but like this, like being a parent, like being a mother specifically, is like a whole nother type of hard. Um, it's something that
Mm-hmm.
like, you just can't like up and quit. I mean, like you can get another job, you can quit sports, you can do whatever. Like you really like you can't quit being a mom. You gotta wake up every day and do what you gotta do. Um, so like definitely like she would come and like cook for me or like clean like when I was like just I can't like today I can't. But yeah, I mean even like going back to like expenses and stuff, same like when you have the first grandchild or whatever, like they're gonna
Mm,
spoil your baby. So I mean like we maybe have bought maybe 2 boxes, like 2 packs of diapers. Um but like other than that I think it was one because I forgot to pack some of his diapers when we went on vacation. So we had to buy a pack of diapers. But like
How you did
listen,
that?
listen, listen. I was packing, and when you're dealing like, listen, okay, I have a child, of course, but my husband, he is also my child sometimes. So like he does stuff last minute. Like when I tell you on our honeymoon, he was packing the day of. So like I'm like, you gotta have this together. So like I have packed Kinston maybe like 40 diapers, but I think, and I had left when he came back. There was another pack, like another like 12 laid out on his diaper caddy that I forgot to take. So he wasn't like diaperless, but like on the 7th day, 8th day, I was like, we gotta find some diapers. When I tell you, on the cruise, them diapers was $50 for a pack of 20
He would have been
for
diaperless.
for a little small pack of Huggies, like 26 diapers, 50
$50.
dollars. When I tell
Them
you,
Girl,
boys
I
be
would have
scamming
had that
because they
baby
know you
wrapped
gotta
up
get
in a
it. They know there's nowhere
towel.
else you can
I
get
was
it.
so mad.
I would have had him wrapped up
Wow.
in a washcloth,
Hello, hello.
I was,
put together with
I
a
was
safety
so mad.
pin.
It was bad. He said, "Yeah, $50." I looked at him and I was like, "Hmm." Like,
$50.
'cause I know a lot of them, they, you know,
$50.
$50. I was so mad, and I was just so mad at myself. I was like, but yeah,
Because you won't forget diapers. Lord.
right. Cause me,
Yeah, he
cause
would have been
me.
diaperless. He would've-
Oh man.
Would have put that baby in some drawers. That
Hello.
not
It was,
spending $50 on $20.
yeah, I ain't never gonna forget diapers no more.
So since y'all kids, I mean, y'all kids are still young. Like, Davina, your baby is fresh. Ashman, your baby is, oh, he's almost a
I know.
year. And Carter, he's just doing his own thing. He's in his own world.
He's
So,
independent.
like, with them being so young, like, what are y'all most excited about for real? Because it's so much more that they're gonna be doing.
Um, for Carter to play a team sport
Mm.
because
Is
he is
that because
not
you
a
were an
player.
athlete, or just because you want him to?
No, that's the rite of passage.
Mm.
When you're a toddler, you
Mm-hmm.
go play t-ball. You gonna play
Mm-hmm.
soccer. You ain't gotta be no good, but you gonna be out there with I-9 in there or whoever. You gonna be out there playing
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, he's not a team player right now though. So, like,
No, that's that only child in him.
and that's how it's gonna be.
You don't have no more.
Yeah. I said that
No,
what you
No,
say.
no.
so my boobies can drop even further. For it in this economy.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
So T, like you done with kids. You done.
I say that, but then I'll probably be like, maybe when I get older. But I
Mm-hmm.
said if I don't have another kid by 30, I'm not having another one.
Yeah, me too.
30, that's my limit because when they turn 10, I'll be 40. They're gonna be in the 5th grade. I might not. I think I'm done.
Why you say it like that?
It's
Seriously,
because
I'll be 40. They're gonna be in the fifth grade.
when I was 10, my mom was 34. So imagine. And no,
No.
No.
no, no, I'm not gonna be 40. Wait, 10. When am I 30? 5 years.
Yeah.
Somebody do the math for me.
No, I understand because I see my mama. My mom she'll be 49 and, well, no, yeah, she just turned 49 in October. Running around with an 11
Mm-hmm.
year old. That's not about to be me. Like, no,
No, can't.
no,
By then, I need to
like,
be
no,
on an island
right.
somewhere. He
Yeah,
gonna
no. So,
no. When I'm 40, that's in 15 years. He gonna be almost graduating high school.
Mm-hmm.
He be all
mhm.
right.
He'll be alright. Okay.
He
So
independent now, so imagine him then. He will be
yeah.
paying bills in this house,
Girl.
working at Publix or
Tell
something.
that boy earn his keep. Hello.
If you don't play a sport, you gotta work. That's how it
All
goes.
right. And
Ain't
you
that how it goes?
so okay, Ashley, what are you most excited about? And are you gonna have more kids?
um, I think just in general, like, I don't know, I'd be excited about everything. Like, as a first time mom, like, I don't know, I just be, everything he does, like, I just think, oh my gosh, like, get my camera out. Like, but just, I don't know, I think just to see, like, just the type of, like, child he's gonna be. Because, like, I have a different personality. His dad has a different personality, just to kind of see, like,
You got multiple
Yeah.
personalities.
I don't think you're supposed to
uh,
say
just to see like I don't know, just to kind of like challenge
that.
the thinking.
Diagnosing people.
But yeah, just to watch him like grow up in general. But I do want
Mm-hmm.
to have another child. If I don't have a girl, I'm done. Like I'm not about to be like keep trying. I'm not about to end up with no. I'm not about to end
Tossing
up
those
with
things left
no.
and right.
I'm gonna be
Girl.
running around here with three
Yeah.
boys. Like no.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just in general, yeah, I do want to have at least. I want to have another one, but if I don't get my girl, then like I'm done. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Davina. So, what are you most excited about? And oh, girl, you done been saying 50 million times you're not having no more kids. So, I don't know.
I think I'm just like kind of excited to like low key see the world again, like through a child's eyes, because like like Christmas and like holidays and like lights and stuff, like just all the
Mhm.
first and like all the things that they get to discover. It's like I'm really looking forward to like watching her like discover stuff and like seeing her grow up. And then through my whole pregnancy, I was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. I told every single person that ever asked me. I was like, yeah, this is horrible. I hate it.
Not for
But
real.
like I want a son, but like I don't want to like carry him. So I don't know how he's gonna get here,
Or are
but
you gonna get like a surrogate? Or you just be
no.
delusional?
No,
Like,
I'll have to get money. but but no, yeah, I'll figure it out. But definitely before 30, if ever again. I was waiting for you, Deja. I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
ooh, I'm not a mother. But
Never say never.
Right.
girl, as long as I'm wearing this patch, it's never
Hey,
okay.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
no, my
You keep
sister,
carrying on how you carrying
she got
on.
her last two on birth control.
Expose me, girl. My mom will be watching these videos, please. Like,
Now you know Lisa do not Deja.
yeah,
She do not care.
You know,
Lisa don't
One
care
day
for real,
that
but
patch gonna fall off and you ain't gonna realize it.
Exactly.
ew, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Speaking into existence.
No, ma'am. Um, I mean, I would love to have a child. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now, baby. You know what I'm saying? But when the time does come, a little later on in life, I feel like I'd be excited, and I'm really with you, T. Like he or she, they gotta play a sport for real. Like you just gotta, you got to.
You
Even
gotta
if you
practice.
don't like, even if you're not good at it, at least like to help build up that discipline and like teamwork and just being around other kids. Like I don't know what I would have done if I didn't play sports growing up.
So you would make your kid play sports even if they didn't want to, or like you
I
would
wouldn't
try.
make them. I would definitely introduce them to it probably pretty early
Right.
because I love
Definitely.
sports and that might be my ticket. You know what I'm saying? But
Not your ticket. That's not how you're supposed to be.
That's
just
terrible,
kidding,
She ain't
Deja.
just
ready.
kidding,
She
just
ain't
kidding.
Terrible.
Yvonne, your child gonna be
No, no, no,
somewhere
no, for real,
playing
for
violin,
real. All jokes
piano, something.
aside.
Hey, Beethoven got his family out the hood, I'm
Oh,
certain.
oh God. But no, like for real. Like if they didn't like it, then no, I wouldn't like make them keep doing it. No, but I would definitely introduce them to it.
You gotta
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, you gotta try.
You gotta
Like if
try.
they want to get in photography, I'll buy them a camera. If they want to do art, I'll buy them a little easel and some stuff. Like we're gonna try everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
That's how I see it too.
Solid answer, Deja.
She's ready.
You passed.
Girl, that baby gonna be eating noodles. Go play with me.
Noodles.
Noodles, noodles.
I don't let my baby eat no ramen noodles now.
No,
You ain't ready.
exactly. But no, I really appreciate you guys coming on my show. One because I wanted to highlight mom, especially black moms. All y'all black, all y'all mamas. Hello, and like I said, seeing like a lot of the things that y'all went through, like I already had y'all know how I feel about elders, and I already have like a very very high respect for elders, and especially mothers. But it's like when my mama had me, I know what's going on. I was in the womb. I thank her and I love her every day for carrying me and pushing me and being there. But half of that stuff I don't remember. But when you see like your friends, especially like your close friends, go through that, and you see like from the beginning to the end, from the morning sickness to the body changes to like adjusting and going back to everything, and like T, when you were going back to work and acting like you would be home by yourself when Jedi went back, and like Davina, like your just overall mental state, it's just be like, dang, y'all some superheroes for real. Like, oh my gosh, like it's so serious. And it's like y'all just do it. Y'all do it every single day. And no, you don't do it by yourselves, but it just be like, oh my gosh, when I grew up, I want to be like y'all. Like, it's some real solid moms. And like, I love moms. I appreciate y'all because without y'all, like, there would be no us. Y'all make the world go round. Like, them daddies, please. Like, they help out, but they ain't doing all that. You feel me? They not doing the pushing. They not doing the
Yeah.
carrying. They not doing the
Nah,
breastfeeding. They body not. I mean, they
they
help the
get
baby get
fat.
here.
They
You know
just
what I'm
get
saying?
fat. That's it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They feet ain't get swollen.
Fat.
So y'all was really in them trenches for real. And yes, they were with y'all, whatever. But it's just different. So yes, like I really just wanted to not only like let y'all tell y'all story, but other people to see it because a lot of young girls they don't have the support system that y'all have. And they're just really out here doing it by themselves. And sometimes it's just good to see and hear and help people like to motivate them. To know like it does get better.
Indeed.
Well, yeah, that's all I got. So that is another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto. Why? Because I gotta win the freaking lottery. Because then when I win, we all win. And I can set up a trust for all my little nieces and nephews. And then we just, we rich. We get to the money. You
A
feel me? So,
trust. You can't get the money till you die. So we
oh,
don't
well,
have
how's
to
it work?
kill
I
you.
thought they couldn't get the money till like they graduate or something.
No, when you die, that's when they
Well,
get the
Like
okay.
a
When I
trust
get the money,
fund?
I'll make a stipulation or something. But then when they graduate high school, they can get the money. I'll
just
make it work.
that for us. Thank you.
There you go. I'll make it work. So yes, thank you for coming to another episode. Until next time.
Signing off.
Having me.